My niece sent fake breakup texts from my phone to my husband, so I canceled her birthday. Yesterday, I went to my sister's house to help with some chores, and I was so tired, I ended up taking a 4-hour nap in her spare room. When I got home, my husband was cold, distant, and barely looking at me. I asked what was wrong, and he said, "I'm being pretty nice considering what you texted me today." Then he showed me his phone. There were messages under my name saying I wanted a divorce, that papers were coming, and that we'd talk about the kids through lawyers. We had argued the night before, but not like that. We always calm down and remind each other we still love each other, and I had done that before I left that morning. I showed him my phone, and there was nothing like that in my thread, but he was still staring at me like he didn't know what to believe. Then he brought up my severe mood swings when I was pregnant, like maybe I had snapped and deleted the messages after. That hit me hard. We started arguing in the kitchen, both of us upset and talking over each other. Then I remembered something. The outlet in the room where I was sleeping at my sister's house didn't work, so I had left my phone charging in the dining room before my nap. I called my sister on FaceTime and asked her to pull up the security footage. My husband stood beside me while we watched. A minute later, my 16-year-old niece walked into the dining room, picked up my phone, and sat down with it. She stayed there for over 2 hours, smiling, giggling, typing like she was having the best time of her life. My sister called my niece into the room and asked if she had touched my phone. My niece said no. My sister asked again. No. A third time. Still no. The laptop was turned away, so she had no idea we were already watching the footage. Then my sister tried to send me the video, and my niece's face changed. She started crying and admitted it. She said it was just a prank. I asked her what part of telling my husband I wanted a divorce was supposed to be funny. She couldn't answer. She just kept crying and saying she didn't mean anything by it, but she hadn't sent one dumb text and stopped. She kept going. She mentioned divorce papers, lawyers, and the kids. My husband had only replied once, saying they'd talk when I got home, and he wasn't doing that over text, but she kept pushing anyway. At that point, I was already furious, but then my sister started checking more things, and it got worse fast. This wasn't the first time my niece had been in my phone. She had been taking money from me in small amounts so I wouldn't notice. 10 here, 20 there. Little transfers that added up to more than $700. She had gone through my messages with my kids, read private texts between me and my husband, taken other people's numbers, and grabbed passwords for streaming accounts. She had even texted 2 other people from my phone before, just nothing as serious as this. I started checking my apps and anything else I could think of, and every minute I found something new. She had watched me type my password months earlier at a family event, memorized it, and had been using it ever since. Then came the part that hurt the most. I had promised to pay for her 17th birthday next month. She wanted a big party, and I had already agreed. She had also asked for a gaming PC, and I had already bought one as a surprise. I'm her godmother. I asked her why she would do this to me. Crying, she said she figured my husband would never really believe the texts because he loves me and we have a perfect relationship. Like trying to shake my marriage for fun was no big deal because she thought we'd survive it. My husband looked at her and said, "You don't get to play with people's lives because you're bored." My niece tried to apologize again, but I was done listening. I told my sister there would be no birthday party, no gaming PC, and I wanted every dollar back. My sister agreed and said she would pull the money from her daughter's savings and lock everything down that weekend. My niece started sobbing harder and said I was ruining her life over one mistake, and that made me even angrier because this was not one mistake. It was hours of fake messages, months of stealing, and repeated violations of my privacy. I told her she didn't play a prank. She tried to blow up my marriage and hide behind tears when she got caught. Then I ended the call, changed every password, canceled the birthday, and blocked her number before she could send me one more thing. Now my family is saying I went too far over a prank. Was I wrong?